God, hip hop is real. And we are here with the one and only ARP representing RBE, brick by brick. Y'all know what it is, man. Mask is on. Let's get it popping. ARP, how you feeling, man? What's going on?
Don't try to gas me up, nigga.
I'm getting hyped, man.
Hype intro.
Listen, man, you know how I do, man. I'm excited. You know I love battle rap. And you know I love it when we get in the building and see the MCs go head to head. And
yo, it's really it's that energy that I feel right now. Like when I got an RBE event coming up, man, it's just nothing like the feeling. You know what I mean? Like this is something that we've invested so much energy in over the years, and now to see another event on right here a week away. We haven't even been promoting the date. Yeah. If you notice that the flyer says August 2020. You know what I'm saying? It don't say the 29th.
I know. I seen that. I saw that.
Yeah,
I was like, damn.
The trailer says August. Like we did that on purpose. I see a lot of fans asking what's the exact date, and I've seen a lot of fans asking that, and you know we just had to hold back on trying to put it out there too much. You see no date, you see no city, you see no address, and that's just because we was taking this private event thing and limited access that serious. You know what I'm saying? That, and plus there was some other behind the scenes stuff going on. We were just like, you know what? Let's just try to keep this as private as possible. We're gonna promote, but I mean it's the last Saturday of the week. When they see us not dropping the VOD, everybody's gonna sooner or later figure out, all right, if it's not this weekend right here and we talking, it's about to get the 29th. So we might as well start talking about it. Yeah. Coming up less than 7 days. It's time. Mask on.
Mask on. We've been seeing what you've been doing to social distance. You know, very creative as far as, you know, allowing the artists to kind of just really do their thing. You know what I'm saying? And we got to see a lot of creativity done throughout the whole battle when guys wasn't really been able to get in front of each other.
Yeah, that was fun doing the social distance series. I feel like we got lucky once again with the Get Back event, you know, right before shit really started shutting down, getting that last face-to-face card off. And then on that fucking battle was booked. The plan was to do the Get Back when you have 40 calories still will, and the rest of that crazy card, shout out to everybody on the card. And it was going to go right into the Get Back part 2. Okay. It was going to be 40 cal we was interested in versus, I ain't going to say yet. Then it was another industry person. Then it was supposed to be Jag versus somebody, and we was going to start to build it out from there. The Get Back part 2. You know what I'm saying? So when shit started shutting down, we had to sit on that Math and Jag battle since fucking March. You know what I'm saying? So it was wild, but you know, it kind of changed the theme and the direction that we was going. It changed the matchups that we was going after and everything. So we did the social distance. That was what it was. We went to hell and back putting together all those battles. Part 1 was fun. Even had some controversy, trying to do video battles and still got fucking controversy. You know what I'm saying? And we got to part 2, and because you know, we had so much fun with part 1, we thought it was innovative. We tried to jump out the window with part 2. You saw we called Mook, we called Hollow, we called Shoddy Horror, had Ice, 40 Cal, Disaster, Mav, Carter D. We went crazy. A bunch of debuts, bunch of big names. So, you know, that was a perfect, you know, series for us during that time. And now we're comfortable getting back to the building.
Mask on. It's about to go down. I want to start off with Truth Watson and Floss the Boss. I saw their face-off yesterday.
Wasn't a face-off. That wasn't a face-off.
It wasn't a face-off?
That was not a face-off.
What was I watching then?
Yeah, that wasn't a face-off. First of all, the face-offs for every battle is going down this Friday.
Okay.
Right, you know how we do. We do the face-off.
Yeah. The whole press conference.
When we all get to the spot, we do the face-offs, and then the next day is the battles. Yeah. So this Friday, streaming live on the channel, y'all are going to see the face-offs for every battle, including Truth Watson versus Floss the Boss. Yesterday, what that was you know, I hopped on Zoom real quick, and I sent out the meeting I sent it to Floss, I sent it to Truth Watson, I sent it to Heavy Half, I sent it to Snake, I sent it to Trez, everybody that I didn't get a chance to link up with and do a video with for the most part. And Heavy Half, Truth Watson, and Floss jumped on. Mm-hmm. It's just that Floss and Truth jumped on at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a bunch of footage that didn't drop. There was a lot of truth talking about himself. And then when Floss came on, they just went at it. Yeah, I mean, so they're going to get a chance to really kick into the face-off mode face-to-face this Friday, and ain't nobody going to stop them. Because I feel like those two guys, they could have the best face-off of the night. I'm telling you. It's going to be some shit.
I like this battle because I feel like Floss, he's one of the guys, and I could tell you definitely rock with Floss because you bringing him in, he continuously, showing that he can actually hang, and he's on there with a lot of big names and a lot of big opportunities, and you kind of putting them to the test a lot of times. And now Truth Watson, I think he's also an up and coming name where he's really like starting to understand and put his craft together. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Floss had some truth saying certain things about his rounds and things like that. If we could see some that level that he had in that second round against his last opponent, I think we could definitely see a different level, him elevating to a whole nother status. So I think that battle is going to be very entertaining.
Definitely, Floss. You already know what it is with Floss. He's got like 100 battles on RBE. I want to just see him continue to be able to have an opportunity to build his profile. A lot of that comes from the artists themselves. I mean, promotion helps 100%. You put people on certain cards, certain matchups, certain trailers and all that type of shit, and they get their name more known like that. But Floss, he's got a lot of charisma, a lot of energy, and I want to see him continue to do things to make the fans gravitate towards him. But he said something in that video that we dropped that was real. It was key and it was smart, and a lot of people don't think like that. Regardless of whether you're the fifth battle on the flyer, the first battle on the flyer, he says, I'd rather be at the bottom of the flyer than not on the flyer at all. I'd rather be on the bottom of the card than not on the card at all. You know what I'm saying? There's thousands of battle rappers out there, but there's another RBE event on the way and Floss is on it. There's a lot of people that can't say that. So that's smart for Floss to not be so hung up on big names because he deserves the names. I want to see him in front of names. I just want to see the fans continue to gravitate more towards him. But you see RBE, we do our part. We want to continue to give him opportunity. He's a hard worker. He's easy to work with, and he's been rocking with us since the Validation series. You know what I'm saying? Back in fucking that little 50 people studio in Midtown.
Yep.
And Truth has been on RBE before. He had the 1SK. That was a while ago. But I still say that he had top five 1SK performances. Like 10-minute rounds. You know what I'm saying? And he was just up there snapping a little bit of everything, a little bit of performance, a little bit of bars, a lot of humor. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we saw that side of him where it's like he got some of that it quality. You know what I mean? A lot of people could rap, but do you have that little small star quality in you that people can gravitate to? So I see a lot of people glad to see Troopers getting a plate on this card and back fucking with RBE, and they like, yo, ARP, man, we glad you gonna push Truth Watson. And I think he's going to really try to show up and show out this weekend, you know what I'm saying, versus Floss. So that's going to be a good one because they both coming off some shit. He's coming off the TY shit with some crazy shit. Floss is coming off that wild-ass KT performance. There's nothing on this card that me personally I wouldn't want to see for $20. $20.
Well, before we get to the rest of the card, what is the conditions that the battlers are battling under?
Yo, the conditions, there's nothing wild, there's nothing limiting, there's nothing like now they're going to find out the day of, like, damn, RBE didn't tell us this when he was promoting that it's going to be a video battle or there got to be a pool table between them or something like that. Yeah. There's nothing like that. It's nothing like that going on. It's called Mask On because to be in a building, you have to have a mask. Wear a little breather. Wear a fucking Halloween mask, you can wear a bandana, you can wear whatever the fuck you want, you just gotta cover. Just like walking into when I was texting with you, I was coming back from the mall. As soon as I walk to the doors, Macy's, it says mask required. Yeah. And when I go to Walmart, mask required. We're doing the same thing. We actually even added another piece to it. We added a temperature check. You know what I'm saying? Our security is also gonna be doing temperature checks at the door as well. Okay. So we're taking it a step up from even some of these larger buildings and larger businesses, trying to really like do the best we can to be as safe as possible. But once we get there and you see these battlers, I mean, it's time to cut these cameras on and get to it. The only thing that RBE requested is that at least one battle rapper, and it's probably going to be the person that's not rapping, have their mask on during each round. So, for example, Knowledge, if you rapping, let me put my mask on. If I'm rapping, I can pull my shit down if I want. And you know, if you want to rap with your shit up, you can. But we're only requesting that at least one rapper have at least their mask. And we see battles at this point, motherfuckers wearing no mask at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we're requesting at least one battle rapper to have their mask up. It's probably going to be a person that's not rapping. That's the only condition. We're about to drop a heavy hat video, and I asked him, does he have a problem if Snake shoulder checks him or some shit like that? Because they both progressive, which means that they can do what they want, whatever they comfortable with. They can do whatever. RBE's not putting no limits on it. You see anything wild in the footage like that? I promise you, it didn't come from RBE. We're not putting those limits.
You don't have the day, you don't have the location. For the fans, the RBE fans, when I go to the events, I see some guys who are reoccurring they're like, I can't miss no event. I don't care where he going. I gotta be there. What are they just gonna have to check the video on the man and things like that? Is that the only way that they're gonna be able to enjoy this?
You said check their what?
Are they only gonna be able to enjoy this through video on demand? Like some of the fans that who are ARP, man, I gotta be in the building for this somehow or whatever.
This is how it always is. The closer you get to events, I start getting mad texts, phone calls, and DMs. You know how it is. Mm-hmm. Already, my DMs are starting to add up. And we're trying to get as many people in as possible, but we purposely didn't rent out a big place because it's supposed to be a scaled back situation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Honestly, the perfect number for me is anywhere between 30 to 50 people.
Okay, fire.
That's really
great environment.
That's the perfect number for me personally. The spot could hold a little bit more than that.
Okay.
But I want people to have enough space between them and all that, be able to chill, politic, relax, keep it comfortable, keep it limited, keep the feel private. But that's the perfect number for me, 30 to 50, because once you add up RBE, special invites and special guests, the battlers alone is 10 people right there because it's 5 battles. Mm-hmm. The entourage, even if you add only one person per rapper, that's another 10 people.
Yeah.
So I just already said like 30 people right there alone. You got people such as yourself, like that's why I'm saying like the perfect spot for me is like 30 to 50. Okay. So I've gotten a couple DMs. I've even had to warn people like, if they walk up in there, they got a per person that we can be over that they charge us for as a fine. And I don't want to have to pass that fee to nobody. At the same time, I know we got a lot of diehards that want to be in the building. Keep DMing me. We will do our best. That's all I can promise. But go to Rbe'S.com, you'll get your VOD, and all 5 battles are dropping Sunday. So this Friday, we got the face-off streaming on the channel. Saturday, the battles is going down. It's limited access. A few of y'all might be in the building. The rest of y'all just gonna see it drop by Sunday on VOD. So $20. Just go get your $20 VOD right now, and you're gonna see it right away. We're not gonna hold the footage. You might even get some wild shit that you wouldn't see if it was a live pay-per-view. Because when we do a live pay-per-view, usually it's like 2 cameras. It's like the close camera and maybe one other angle that they switching back and forth between during the pay-per-view. This one right here, Rapmatic's going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like they drive into Atlanta. Like one of them is flying and like 2 other niggas is driving because they got so much equipment. They don't want to fly with it. They're telling me that one of the things that they're bringing in that they never done at an RBE event is a crane and all type of shit. We might add some of those wild angles to the VOD. We might keep some of the new shit and the new looks for the full release on the channel. But you're going to get some shit on that VOD that you wouldn't have gotten if it was live stream. You know what I'm saying? So, 5 battles like this for $20, I don't know how to beat it.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm happy you broke that down. So now I kind of got a vision of what's it gonna feel like in the building. So it's gonna be one of them dark, surrounded by the people, and basically you kind of like guys able to kind of really get in their bag.
Yeah. We want everybody to have a space. I'm gonna be on the footage. I'm gonna be hosting. You know what I'm saying? But you might see one, two other 3 people with me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like Shota, maybe Ant, maybe Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. You might see 1 to 2 people of entourage allowed between each artist.
Okay.
I think Rbe'S is even going to mark off the floor, you know, where he wants the space in the beat for the actual shots and everything. Nobody's more important than the battle rappers and the fucking production crew. I don't care about nothing else. There's nothing in nobody's contracts about what we got to do for somebody's entourage.
Gotcha.
I want to make that shit clear. Because sometimes I've been doing this shit so long now, trust me, you got some entourage that think that they battle like they're part of the show. You know what I mean? And I respect everybody. I want to be able to have everybody in the building to enjoy the show. You're in there to watch the show, though.
Thanks.
The other elements that are there to handle business and produce a fucking show. The cameraman and the battlers is the most important. Everything else is just a bonus. Y'all gonna get some extras, but please don't come with any of these battle rappers expecting something to be like it normally is, because no, we're operating under different conditions. I can't make that any more clear, people, please.
The next battle I want to get into, man, is my guy Snake Eyes, and he going against Heavy Have. Yo, I love Heavy Have, and I love what you guys been able to do with Heavy Have and just keeping them consistently coming through Chicago, representing and things like that. And I feel like as far as, you know, outside of Big Cannon, outside of Young Cannon and things like that, Big T, as far as a new person, like Heavy Have is one of the biggest representatives of like Chicago when it comes to the new talent, and he's already been putting on.
That's my guy. He didn't he had Rosenberg Raw, he had Nice, he had Floss the Boss, he had Swave,
Math.
He had Math when Math was fresh off of Beaten Hollow.
Yeah.
You know, we got backlash for that. Like, yo, why is Math battling Heavy Have and he just possibly 30'd Hollow?
And Math took him serious too. Math ain't come playing.
Math took him serious. Math took him serious. And even in that face-off and press conference, they was, you know, Heavy Have ain't really had no energy. He had shit going on. Math was mad that Heavy Have didn't really promote. And, you know, he didn't really want to be there 1,000% battling Heavy Have that much either. But there was a bigger picture. You know, one element was get Heavy Have a big look. You know what I'm saying? And he was talked about. It was controversial. Like, he was talked about a lot during that situation. Another one was continue to fuck with Math. You know what I'm saying? Fresh after Hollow, him giving us one of his best, if not his best performance ever, giving another plate right after that, fucking with Math. Another element was us trying out Atlanta and how we felt about that location for the first time and bringing some of the people that we trust along with us. You know what I'm saying? And then even as far as Math, he got Heavy Have right after Hollow. Math was already, even before he rapped towards Heavy Have, he was already locked in for Charlie Clips.
That's crazy.
On Closure.
Yeah.
He was already locked. We did an interview on your shit when we was in the alleyway after the event. And he was like, yo, can I tell him? And I was like, nah, don't tell him, but we're going to be right back here in May for some wild shit. That was the Charlie Clips battle.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So there was more reasons than people could understand why we did Heavy Have versus Math at that time. But then after that, and if Heavy Have wasn't talking about this himself on camera, and we about to release another video exclusive of him probably tonight or tomorrow, just check the channel by the time you see this. He's talking about it himself a little bit, but Heavy Have went through some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he fought a serious case in New York after an event. You know what I'm saying? Like, some shit went down. And even when they brought him out of Chicago and brought him to New York, they sat him down in New York during the trial.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he had to stay in New York. You know what I mean? Like he had to bond out after a second out of New York. And when he was staying in New York.
That's
you know what I mean? So, yeah, he was going through some shit. Like, he was only out for like 2 weeks before the Math battle.
That's wild. And you wouldn't even know that with his performance.
He was only home for like 2 weeks before the Math battle. And to still show up and perform, I didn't see battlers talk about they got a sore throat and miss battles. Heavy Have was home for 2 weeks. I watched John go from a cell to overseas.
Facts.
You know, and I know more. We some of these is public and some of these is private. Like, the excuses is like, nah, and these are like the reasons that people don't really pay attention to why we might fuck with somebody. when we push somebody, we fuck with somebody, when we loyal to them and we want to always try to get them plates to the best of our ability, it's not just because they can rap.
Mm.
It's another topic though. But
and now with that also his opponent Snake Eyes. I got a chance to talk to the Wolf, and Wolf said he was supposed to.
Shout out to Ice. Shout out to Ice.
He said this is all a setup. Him getting heavy half is all a setup. It's because he was supposed to be the one, but then he didn't feel like Snake Eyes somewhat, I guess, deserved the battle. So he gave him to, I guess, another guy who, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, yo, Wolf out here setting it all up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not going to get it. I'll give you some specifics, but I ain't getting in between that Harlem shit between Snake Eyes and fucking Ice. I ain't getting in between that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, damn, Head Ice, that's messed up, man. Why you do my man Snake like that, man? What's up?
Truth is, me and Heavy was already texting, and he was like, I don't care who it is. I'm ready. Like, I'm home. I got my life back together. I need a plate. Like, let's go. Okay. And it took me a second to get back to him, but in the back of my mind, I knew I wanted to try to get a plate for Heavy, but adding up this whole card together, you got this person over here, this piece over there. Sometimes it's hard to mesh all this shit to just put this puzzle together. So it took me a second to get back to Heavy. And then I was also fucking with Snake. And my thing with Snake is that even when we were setting up the Raw battle, we had conversations about follow-up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the type of guy, I never promise people shit. I feel like I could probably tell you 1,000 broken promises that happen outside of RBE, and I hear them and I just be like, I can't do that. It's like people don't have the guts to just keep it real and say, listen, I fuck with you. I support you. I think you're a great battle rapper. But for me to try to get you to take this battle or do this type of business or try to negotiate this type of price or whatever, if I got to get what I need or what I want to get done on the league side by telling you, oh, yeah, but by the way, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put you on this card. I'm going to get you this opponent. I can't do that shit.
Yeah.
And Snake could tell you that. Snake could tell you that. Like, Snake was pushing me like, yo, listen, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to promote. I'm going to be on Champion. I need plates after this, though. Like, I'm going to show you what I'm working with. And I respect that hustle and I respect that grind. And he nailed everything that he was supposed to do. I respect Snake for that. But me telling him, like, me making promises is just not the type of person that I am. But then still coming back and grabbing him for not only social distance part 1, then I also offered him a plate on social distance part 2. It was going to be heavy half. He sat out of social. He chose to sit out of social distance part 2. He chose to. And then we did heavy half versus Chef Trez on social distance part 2. And then right here, our second face-to-face battle of the year, I went back to him. Like, yo, let's try to figure something out. So no promises, but still making good on the type of energy we created before the Raw battle as men. Like, you fuck with me, I'm going to try to support you to the best of my ability as well. Period. Just do good business, promote, rap, come with a prepared good 3 rounds. You take care of me, I'll do my best to take care of you as well. So it's just man shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling Snake I'm going to try to get him on his card. And me breaking all of that down is just how I am as a league owner. Like, people are vouch. It's just, I don't like doing the corny shit with people just to try to get a battle booked. Yeah. But that's another story.
So Snake accepted the battle, nonetheless, even with all the Head Ice thing. Because I know Snake is a competitor.
When I was speaking to Ice, they was both going back and forth. They was both with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was cool, and then they had their own little thing. I'll let them talk about that. They had their own little thing. Next day I knew it wasn't there anymore. And I was just like, it's cool. Wolf, me and you, there's some things I want to do with Wolf as far as like matchups.
Yeah.
Snake, who's unbooked right now and doesn't have an opponent yet? My nigga Half. Boom. Let's do that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the Snake and the Ice thing could happen. Or if Wolf or Snake don't want to do it, maybe they got other plans as far as their next RBE battles. We'll see. We'll figure it out. But right now, this Snake and Heavy Half to me is that one right there is for the people that love aggression and love that street talk. Right. These two niggas gonna be in each other's face. It's that type of battle. And that's why I asked Heavy Half in the video that we just did, yo, are you cool with like, Snake being, he was like, yo, all he gonna do is open up the door for me to do it too. That's it. It's like,
and one thing I could say, both of those guys, you know, super professionals. I seen Snake in some of the toughest environments, and he's always kept it professional. So I'm excited to see this battle right here. And Snake Eyes, I know he got a lot to prove just to him, you know, himself, to continue to show people that he's one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to be another dope opportunity.
Yeah, I think I seen that on Champion. I think that was Rita's angle, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody on the Champion episode that was talking about the card, I think it was Rita, said the thing about Snake, it's like he's always battling uphill, almost like he's always battling to prove something.
Yeah.
Look at his resume. He shouldn't have to prove anything, but even still, that's kind of like, you know, the energy around him. Like anytime he takes the stage, people still like, all right, what you got now? Nobody really wants to let him feel comfortable, as far as the fans, the bloggers, his opponents. They don't want to let him feel comfortable. You know what I mean? And that's good pressure for him too. So if he's always in that underdog type of position where he's always got to have the energy, like, you know, I got to keep showing y'all how nice I am, then all we're going to see is hungry performances. And he's dealing right now with one of the hungriest niggas this year, I feel like. Like, this nigga Heavy Half is, like, fighting his fingernails off to get to that fucking stage. You know what I'm saying? So this shit about to be wicked. Shout out to the two niggas, man.
This next one right here, you know, I'm going to call it out right now. I think it's going to be battle of the night. My man O-Red and Chef Trez.